So as we can see, it is totally cracked and the phone is bended, seriously bended. It's not flat.
Hi guys, I'm Lim again. So now our country is already locked down, movement restriction already almost a month. So my shop is closed until now, but sometimes I do repair inside the shop alone. And yeah, but those clients that send the phone to my house first. Okay, so this one is the package from the Thailand. I will bring it to my shop and open to see what's the problem. He needs the data recovery. Yep, let's get going then. Bye.
It's an iPhone 10 and it's been repaired before. So how do I know? Is by looking at the hard disk here. So it's supposed to have a sticker or cover on top, and it is very seriously bended, so the phone suffer heavy damage. So the first thing we're gonna do is unplug everything, including the power button. Okay, unplug everything, and then we put on the power supply to see what kind of response we have. Raise the power where no shorting. So if no shorting, then we continue to plug in the power button to check whether it can be pressed or not. Okay, once I plug in power supply, no shorting, and we connect the power button here. So now I press on it. So I just press once. It responds well. Okay, so far it is working. The power is working at least. So we continue to put on the screen and see what's going on. See, it can be turned on. But I lost my touch, and even it is no service problem. So when no service problem, it will show something like this. He sent to me because he wants to do the data recovery. I don't think I want to fix the no service issue and other issue. I don't care. All I need to do is make it touchable, so then it can be back up the data, transfer to another phone. So data is the first priority. Now that I confirm the problem is cannot be touched, even I put another view screen on it. Second problem is no baseband, but my job is only data recovery, so I only fix the touch.
So let's continue. I take out the board and see what's going on. We usually do like this. We put in our board into his iPhone. If he got a screen and camera, everything, we will test all the things. So make sure all is running, and then we can quote him a total price to repair it all. But he didn't send me the battery and the screen, so my job is just to do the data recovery. The data is still there, but the problem is cannot be touched. So remove this from the housing.
So this is his board, and the board is ATNS. I can see some fluxes on top here. It's been repaired before, but the hard disk isn't. He just took off the sticker because I see the hard disk is still have the black glue surrounding. So it's a good thing he didn't do affected data. But the problem is they already Reborn attempted to fix the layer. So you see the lousy job. So this is the job, you see, it's totally not connected. You see the gap here? Let me take a look. You see, it's not connected yet. This is why it cannot be touched. Maybe they don't know how to do the layer issue. You see? Terrible. The job is terrible. See? It's not even connected yet. The two layer is not connected yet. Then it cannot be touched, of course, because the lower layer here, this one. This is the lower layer. Lower layer, this connector is for touch. For LCD touch, and the top one here is for the display LCD. So if these two is not soldered properly, and it won't work, it won't be working at all. So let's see another board here. This is my board, and I'll let you see. So it should be like this. They are all connected. So even I report, the gap is minimal. So connected. So this is the reason. So in this case, first thing, remove the top layer board. Hopefully this is an easy job. Okay, I need to the preheater. Where's my preheater? I'm getting rusty. Sorry about that. I'm getting rusty. So I don't know where my stuff. It's been a month I didn't work in the shop. That's why I don't know where my stuff is at. Okay. So put on here. Turn on. I like to put a screw on meter to pick it up. Wow, look at that. So now this is the real problem. I am going to let you see what's the... So if the phone drop too hard, it will be look like this. You see all the packs. all the packs here is broken. This is touch. All here is about touch. So even some of them is here. So this is the reason they don't report at all. They put it back. Lucky they do that. Okay. And about the top layer, so it dropped too hard. All the packs broken. The solder pack is broken, but we can still see the tiny line here. In my skill, we still can jumper. Jumper I need to do. Okay, let's starting. Bye bye. It would be more faster if I just transplant the CPU into the new port. But we need to do in a low risk way. In order to be a data recovery specialist, you need to pick the lowest risk way to prevent the data loss, because if anything happens in the CPU, it cannot be turned on, or too many packs is broken, it's unable to recover anymore. So that's why I need to do this 22 jumper instead of transplant the top layer. Especially this kind of phone, it dropped too hard, too many packs is broken, so very high chance the CPU itself, when we remove the CPU, more packs will be broken. So it's better you choose the option which is to do the jumper to avoid transplant the top layer. But lucky for me, the lower pack, the lower layer seems okay. But before we continue, I think I better use some time to check the resistance of here. Check resistance of here, because I'm afraid the lower board also having a problem. This job is not so difficult, but very time consuming. Yeah, it will be much faster. It will be much faster if I just transplant the CPU, the hard disk, into the another board. But I'm afraid a lot of packs will be broken, so I have to choose a safest way to do this. There's a lot of packs broken. Some of them maybe is ground, so I don't care at all. So let's say here is all ground, I wouldn't be bothering to do it. So I would have about 15 packs. So all ground here I won't be bothering to do. So to make sure it is the ground, I have to look at the ZXW iPhone 10 quad-com version.
Okay, now we look at the iPhone 10 quad-com version. This is a ZXW diagram, and okay, all the packs broken are located in here. So as we can see, all the packs here, especially the OL, is, you see the name is SPI Razor. Every time we see a razor, is something about the touch. So how to be sure of it is you can click up here, and then eventually it leads back to the touch PC itself. Okay, so if one of it is not working, you won't be able to touch at all. So in order to do a data recovery, you need to able unlock your phone first. That's why we need the touch. Let's say the other things, it should be, okay, this is speaker amp, codec to speaker amp, and this is PMU to BB, mean is baseband. That's why the no service issue appear. This is Hydra about charging. This is Bluetooth weight, something about Bluetooth. This is a Wi-Fi. So any one of it is not connected, for sure that function won't be able to work properly. So lucky half of them is the ground, I don't need to do at all. So I only make sure I repair all these. Since I'm going to do the jumper, why not just do it all, including the baseband, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, things like that. And also hopefully the motherboard can be fully functional.
Before I continue, I need to put my board on his phone, check the camera and other stuff. So, camera testing. Camera is not working. Voice recording. Microphone. Hello. Text one, hello. Hello. Text one, hello. Microphone is working. So both cameras not working, then I'm sure the Face ID also not working. Can be detected or not? Maybe if someone swapped the camera. So front camera and rear camera cannot be read, is broken. Or maybe someone swapped it. So conclusion is not worth to fix it all. You see the back covers like this. I believe the front screen also broken. I don't know the battery whether it's okay or not. So if the guy only want to recover the data, then it's worth it. Yeah, I need to negotiate the price to him first, and then I continue the works on tomorrow. So he agreed to my price, and I will proceed to repair. It might take quite many hours to do that many jumper. So yeah, now I proceed to repair. So apparently these three are missing, so 1, 4, 5. So 145, I need to look at 145. So if I want to do a full repair, I should do it all. But before that, we need to measure the resistance of the lower board. So I don't want after I jump up, the lower board also have a problem. I believe the lower board is okay, so we proceed to do the jumper. Let's begin. Yin. Bunkai.
挽回
Okay, next step, we measure the resistance. Okay, so this need to be reversed. So the red and black need to be reversed to measure this one, because that one is negative line. Okay, now that we've done the top layer, so how about the lower board? The lower board we need to rebore, but we need to use higher bore to do this, because the jumper I make is not as flat as the original position, so it's better you use a bigger stancer. Okay, let's see. So this is what I normally use, 0.12. It is showing 0.12. See, and this is 0.15. So I would use 0.15 on this board. But once we use 0.15, it's better not to use preheater to install the iPhone. We need to use the traditional way, the airflow, to install it. Okay, so the phone is done already. So most importantly, it can be touched. Everything okay. Let's try it. But I don't have a passcode. I'm waiting the passcode to pass. Yep. And you can see no SIM installed. So the no service issue are already solved. After I enter the passcode, the data can be recovered. But I don't need to back up myself, you know. I can just send the phone back to him and he can do it himself. And yeah, I'm gonna show you. So what I have done is no gap at all, very good. And here is a bit tall, but it's still okay. It's connected. We can see when we zoom in. You can see it's well connected. It's a bit tall, but it's okay. So what about the other section? In here, they are completely closed. No gap. All here is good. Only this side is a bit tall, just because the jumper I make is a bit taller than the other packs. It's alright. Yeah, the job is done.